Oh man, Saturday was no fever dream for us, huh?
Man, what's that chant? We are.
Oh man, what a what a fun night. But welcome
Man.
into the Wiseman Say podcast, powered by Ty Fisher. Oh my god, powered by powered by Yama Media. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald Lucas. Um,
Somebody's still drunk from the weekend.
oh man, we're like we're like happy that this week is over. Golly, but MLS Cup is home. Football came back home to Columbus.
Right where it belongs.
Columbus taking down LAFC 2-1. You know what? We're gonna go in reverse order, Jerald. We're gonna go in reverse order. Let's just get this out of the way first, huh? 2-1. Columbus Crew claimed their third MLS Cup in franchise history. Their second in 4 years. The third most winningest team in MLS, just behind DC United and the LA Galaxy. And that was a fun rainy time.
It really was, man. Like, I'm still in disbelief, right? But reality hit me last night as I'm trying to finish up my recap from this weekend. that we're champions.
We are indeed. And what better way to start off the off season with a third star above our crest.
Yeah. And
Uh,
it's crazy because I don't know if you were there at the OHPC yesterday,
no, I overslept.
but Bez talked about how 1 year ago yesterday they hired Wilfrey.
Was it yesterday? I thought it was a couple days ago.
So they had the press conference and introduced him as the head coach on the 13th.
Right, but he was officially hired a couple days prior to
Prior
that.
to yeah,
Yeah.
but he was saying how 1 year ago he's introduced to the city, right? And then you fast forward a year and he's a champ. It's
It's unbelievable.
it's Nazi ball.
Um Cucho gets the scoring started. I don't even remember what minute. It was in the first half, I know that. Penalty kick to Columbus. Do you think that was a PK?
Yes, I do. I mean, by the definition, his arm was in an outstretched position. Wasn't in a natural position, and it hit his hand.
Um I think it was I think I can't remember who said it, but he admitted that he was nervous um when when he was taking that penalty kick.
Oh, Cucho said that he was nervous.
Yeah. But I can't remember where I saw it because
Yeah,
we I can't remember where I saw it.
I can't remember who asked him though. So it just was like he was like, "Yeah, I was nervous."
Yeah. And then second goal, that pass from Amundsen was just pure freaking genius.
Can we put that for 2024 play of the year?
No, because
Just go ahead.
2024 hasn't even happened yet.
So what? We'll bring this from the dead to the 2024. But that just was a off the training pitch.
And the funny thing is I can't remember where I saw it at, but they said Amundsen said that same exact play happened in practice the day before.
That was Patrick.
Was it Murph?
Schulte said it.
Oh, Schulte. Yeah. Yep. Said that same play happened in a couple days prior.
Yeah.
In training. So definitely textbook training ground stuff from Amundsen, and then the ball to Yeboah outside of the foot into the back of the net, 2-0 Columbus. And in the pouring rain, first of all.
It didn't look like it was pouring. It looked like it was like light rain, but
no, I watched it back on TV. It was pouring. It was pouring down the rain. I watched it back on Apple TV. It was a downpour.
But Yao said he loves playing in the rain because it makes the ball go faster.
Yeah, because he's a quick guy.
But man, that was an archer shot. That looked like, Amundsen was lighting up for a Viking funeral to launch the flaming arrow, and Yao was like, hey, guess what? I want to get a piece of the pie too.
Connor, how's it going, man? Second half, I think we just had a tiny bit of a mental collapse.
I don't think it was necessarily a collapse. I think it was, coming out to see what LAFC was going to do, right? To see how they were going to adjust coming into the second half.
Mm-hmm.
We wanted to see what they were going to do, and then credit to Nancy. Nancy actually, he didn't give it that long of a chance for them to, get their LAFC to get set up in the second half.
Yeah.
Right. As soon as he saw what they were doing, he immediately, started shifting people. Then he brought in Yevon, right? And Sean.
He made substitutions very quickly.
Man.
He made substitutions very quickly.
Like, they were quick, but
efficient.
They were also spread apart, if that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
You bring in Sean and you bring in Yevon. And then, a few minutes later, you bring in Gressel and you bring in Christian.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think when they brought in Christian, that's where you saw Chiellini. He was gassed.
Yeah. Well,
he was gassed.
39 years old. I would be too.
Yeah,
trying to keep up with Cujo and Matan. Golly.
But he was holding. You know what I'm saying? He was holding his own, though, even though they were sort of getting the best of him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Matan was getting bodied off the ball by him. But now you bring in Christian to go up against Chiellini, somebody who's the same size. And Christian just poked his chest out like, I'm stronger than you.
Denny Bouanga gets LA's lone goal in the 75th minute or 74th, one of the two.
74th.
Yeah, one of those two. Does it even matter?
No, I think that was. I can't remember who shot it that hit it. Hit Patrick in the face.
Bouanga.
Right? Bouanga shot, and then he just got his rebound because the ball looked like it bounced. It went one way, and it looked like he just tapped it in after that.
Yeah. It was a lovely ball. Just looking at how that play developed, right? Just looking at how that play developed, I think it was Palacios jumps the pass to Diego Rossi and slides it. I honestly, you know what I thought? I thought Columbus was going to call for a penalty because Vela went down in front of Steven. I thought Steven dragged him down. I honestly thought that that we were going to get a penalty called against us.
I did too, but credit Schulte, man.
Yeah.
Credit Schulte.
Frank says Murillo dribbled over the field. Hey, tomato. They still lost in the end, but I honestly think you are right. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Murillo, but at the same time, they still lost. Connor says Matan may be small, but he is mighty. LAFC fullbacks and center backs had problems tracking and marking him. That is correct. I was surprised at how quiet Villa and Danny were. Who's Danny?
Denny.
Oh, Denny Bouanga. I honestly thought my first thing was Danny Drinkwater. It's like, wait, hold on. When did LA get Danny Drinkwater? I was surprised how quiet Vela and Denny were for the majority of the match. I don't even think Vela even had an attempt on frame. He had one attempt on frame. It was in the first half. 20-something odd minute. He had a shot on goal, and I think Schulte saved it, or it was blocked or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but I know he had a shot on goal.
Yeah, credit to Schulte though, man, for taking that challenge on. Right.
Oh, the Bouanga,
man,
that he hit that with pace. If you look at the replay, he hit that with pace.
Man, he sent Patrick's face into the post.
Nah, not into the post. It wasn't into the post. It hit him here on the initial shot, and then he tried to dive back, but he didn't hit his head on the post.
And from what people were telling me from the stands, but where I was sitting,
you had a better angle than I did because you were outside. I was inside.
It looked like Patrick was not moving at all.
Right? I wouldn't be too. I took a shot to the face or the jaw.
I'm sitting there. I'm like, hold on. Did he just break his neck? Like, because it just was one of those like you couldn't even see his, with him laying on his stomach, you couldn't even see his back rise.
Oh yeah, if he was breathing.
And I'm like, he's dead. Like, no, he's like, what just happened, right? And a couple fans afterwards told me like they could see the training staff like down by his ear, and that they could see him moving his hands.
Yeah, I did see it. I did see it on the replay that he was like pointing like to his head. He was like down with like his face in the ground. He was just he was here, but then I could just see him do like this. It's like, oh man, that when I saw him go down, and he was down for a
5 minutes.
Good while.
Yeah,
I was like, this is not good.
But
good.
I know for the fact that how we were gonna end it when he jumped up and he hyped up the crowd. Like,
yeah,
there's no way Columbus is giving this a 2-goal lead up that quick.
I think I put on Twitter, I was like, Schulte's up, hyping up the crowd. This kid bleeds Columbus through and through, or something like that. And it just goes to show how invested he was, or he is, into this club, because there's no way no other goalkeeper would do that and then hype up the crowd, all 20,802 of us.
Man, I'm sorry, but I don't think Rome would have did that.
Connor said I think the ball gave him bad whiplash and knocked him out for a solid minute. It looked like to me, because he didn't move for a minute. Yeah, I mean, I've taken a ball to the face, and it is not a good feeling at all.
And then I look down and see Evan Bush, going up the sideline stretching, and I'm like,
yeah,
oh my God, what's good is if he comes in, how's this game going to turn out? I'm like, a cold goalkeeper, and then you got Vela and you got Bouanga. Like, come on.
I was able to talk to Evan in the locker room, and I can't remember I was like, you see Schulte go down for a hot minute, and you get up, you start warming up. I'm like, what are you in your head? What are you thinking at that time, of possibly going in? And he told me he's never been in a situation before at all. He's never been a keeper to come off the bench. He's always been a starter. So he had no idea what to think in the situation, because he's never been in it before. But he knows at the same time that, he has a job to do, the situation and what it is. So he's like, I have to stay ready. And I was like, oh, dude, this is absolutely my lordy.
Like, man, like,
it was Dude, I think this was probably one of the best final that we could have gotten.
I think so too.
Because I think if we got Houston in the final, it wouldn't be as entertaining as it was.
No, and I think Seattle Seattle might have been would have been entertaining a little bit just because it's Columbus and Seattle, right?
Yeah.
And we know how much we hate Seattle. But I think the Cards played out the way that it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not taking away nothing from FC Cincinnati, right? They had
Take everything away from them. Take everything away from them.
Look, they had a good season. They were the supporter shield, right?
They wasted the opportunity, as Giorgio Chiellini said.
Yeah, but you know, not taking away, you know, nothing from the regular season, right?
Take everything away from them in a regular
season. But in the playoff, they were overrated.
Who, Cincinnati?
Yes.
Well, yeah, duh. They were supporter shield winners. They that is in their eyes the best thing to win in MLS is the supporter shield.
Yeah, well,
of course they're overrated. They also don't know how to control their players and to tell them to not go into the referee's locker room. They don't know how to act.
Well, they got a plate now that they could put pizza on. And they could eat the pizza with their wooden spoons, okay? I'd rather have a big giant cup I could drink out
of. December 20th. December 20th, the schedule drops, and I think we'll probably do a live episode for that.
Yeah, buddy.
So December 20th, Connor, is when the schedule drops. Cincinnati is just Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Okay. We knew from the beginning of the playoffs that somewhere down the line, Cincy was just going to Cincy. They were just going to Cincinnati it up.
Yep.
And they did against us. They were up 2-0 going into the half. And they just blew it. Right?
They did some type of celebration for the supporter shield, but
yeah, I think it was their second to last home game.
Yeah,
they got T-shirts and did that. The ugly ass T-shirt. It was the outline of Gary the Lion, but the shield was the shield and the logo was the supporter shield. Absolute dog water.
And they do the stupidest thing at pre-match, carrying that shield around.
Oh yeah,
the supporter shield. Like, come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. They what did they think that was going to do to us? Like, okay, you guys have one of those. We have 3.
Now we have 3 cups.
Now we have 3 MLS Cups to go with it. Get with the program, guys. Golly. But we knew somewhere down the line Cincy was going to Cincy it up. Right. Whether it'd be Eastern Conference final against us or if they would have won and hosted MLS Cup, they were just going to Cincy it up no matter what.
Yep.
To be the best team and then go this far in the playoffs and absolutely just shit the bed. That's classic Cincinnati for you.
Yep.
So, but nonetheless, they did Cincy it up against us, and we absolutely celebrated hard on their field.
Man, that night I thought was surreal.
Oh man,
because we were there on the field, and it just was like, am I really here? But to come back the following week and beat a star-studded team like LAFC, who, you got a team of players versus, team of actors.
Yep. The Will Ferrell's in the building. I don't know if you saw Will Ferrell.
Yeah, I saw Will.
How he made it to Gasworks is beyond me. That video of him in Gasworks is absolutely, I love that.
That needs to be a come to Columbus,
my lordy. But no, I think MLS Cup was probably the best outcome that MLS could have had, honestly. Because if you think Cincinnati, LA is going to win.
Yep.
LA's going to win no matter what. You think Cincinnati, Houston? Okay, Cincinnati's probably going to win, right? Columbus, Houston, it would have been entertaining. I honestly think that we would have won that handedly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think with Cincinnati and LA, or Columbus and LA, you got what you paid for, right? Because I don't think many Houston supporters would have came up at all, right? But with LAFC and the atmosphere they provide at the bank, combined with Columbus and the atmosphere that Columbus has,
man,
at lower.com, you couldn't have asked for a better matchup, honestly.
I couldn't hear myself think.
I was in the inside press box, and I just hear LA in my right ear, and I'm like, man, these guys are bringing it, dude.
Like, I could hear LA where I was sitting, right? I could hear them, somewhat. But then when they started that "we can't hear you," man, Nordeca, shouts out to y'all, man. Y'all had my ears ringing for at least 2 days. But man, when they did the "we can't hear you," and I looked at the capo stand, I looked at the drum, the drums area, I looked for the brass, and I'm like, here it comes. And then the balcony was shaking.
Yeah. It was, man, just hearing it on the TV afterwards was it was mental. Connor says LAFC and Cincy are losing a lot of their star players. LAFC due to retirement, and Cincy is losing a bunch of the guys to Europe in January. I know Cincinnati lost Chiellini.
LAFC.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Both teams. I could care less about both teams. LAFC lost Chiellini to retirement. They're, I guess, still in talks with Vela.
I mean, as of right now, he's out of contract.
Yeah, he's out of contract. I think they'll bring him back. Honestly,
you think?
I think they'll bring back Carlos Vela. I forgot LAFC had fans until Denny scored on the broadcast. They
made noise.
They made. I think it's more so you had to be in the stadium to hear them.
It's all where the mics were positioned.
That also,
like Fox, you could hear LAFC more.
Yeah, Fox, you heard LAFC. You heard Nordeca.
Man,
yep, yeah. So I think it was, depending on where you watched it, you probably heard one or the other. But you could really hear it inside the stadium. I was like, Jesus Christ.
I really, I was trying to find on my phone to see what the decibels were, to see if my phone could pick up, and I couldn't find the app on my phone.
I think I got at highest 99.
Jesus Christ.
But that was, I can't remember when it was.
I tell you, the Wiseman say, drowned it out.
I heard that. I heard that on the Apple broadcast.
And you hear Taylor and them talk about, the Nordeca serenading, the crew players as they coming out to Wiseman say.
Frank says you're all welcome. I lost my voice.
Well, thank you, Frank. Thank you. It was such a, it was such an amazing thing to hear. What, how loud the Nordeca was.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I turned to Austin when Cucho was stepping up for that PK. I said, this roof is about to blow. And he looked at me, he shook his head, and then
it did.
Man.
F-ball, yeah, the F-bombs were loud and clear. Oh my Lord. especially towards the end.
Yeah. And like Connor just said, the whole stadium sang Wiseman. The fact that everybody was able to get on cue at the same time.
Yeah.
It just was.
It was one of those things. I think I have a video of it. It was just
I did too.
Man, it was just one of those things like, Jesus Christ. This was amazing. Best part of the night was when Garber was talking to Booze, drawing him out before the trophy ceremony. Yeah.
Don Garber.
Yeah. When he was introduced by Andrew Weeby. Just everything that went into this game in general was the best thing MLS could have asked for.
I mean, yes, from both teams.
Yeah.
From both teams. Like, not taking nothing away from LAFC because they brought it.
Oh, boy, did they ever.
From what I was hearing, before the match, right? You had the chant off, right? At Betty's.
Oh yeah, I was right there.
Yeah,
I was right there.
I'm not
gonna lie to you. I think LAFC took that, but that's just me.
Well, I heard from one of somebody that's there, was like had to sort of step in the middle because it started to be, started to get a little aggressive on the front line.
No, it didn't.
From what I heard,
they must have encountered some more LAFC fans, but the one that I was at, because I was in front of the 3252 when they were marching. Nah, there was. So here's how it played out, right? So you have Betty's, you have crew fans here, right? Then you have LAFC fans here. Okay. There were some LAFC fans that were like in the front, like, because there was also cops on bikes that, had the barrier and whatnot. But there were some LAFC fans that, told 32 to stop it. They were going to do a back and forth. They wanted to do a back and forth, all in good fun, right? So Columbus does theirs, and then one guy goes, "Let's show you how it's done." And then he starts, and then all of a sudden, it's just absolute mental. And me and my buddy, every time we're on Xbox, we just sing LAFC chants because it's so catchy. But it's like, Jesus Christ, this is the atmosphere that this was a proper final.
Yeah.
This was a proper final put on by both clubs and by both supporters.
It really was.
I don't know why they let them march past, but that's the only way that they could go. I mean, there's no other way to get to their gate than to just go down Nationwide.
I think Frank wanted them to go down Spring.
Spring, I don't even know where Spring is, honestly.
So you got Nationwide.
Yeah, Nationwide.
Then the next street south of Nationwide is Spring, and then Long.
I thought Long was. I don't know, man. I have no idea. All I know is that, it was a great atmosphere.
It was epic.
Freed from Desire Freed from Desire is next year's goal song, I believe. I have nothing confirmed, but I would love for Freed from Desire to be
that next year's goal song. Or Monaco.
Huh?
Monaco Bad Bunny. The team had both Freed from Desire and Monaco playing in, after the game.
I have no idea who is that an Energizer Bunny just on Did the Energizer Bunny just turn hood on us? And is that Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny's a Puerto Rican rapper.
No, I know who Bad Bunny is. I'm just making a joke.
Yeah.
Poorly executed joke on that.
Yeah.
And they said soccer would fail in the country nearly 30 years later, and the sport grows by the minute. By the minute, honestly, yeah. Especially with MLS will grow more because of Messi, right? However, I think MLS will grow more by the young talents coming to MLS and through the ranks of MLS Next Pro, the academies, etc., etc. Except for the beer cans, yeah. I mean, I saw that. That was pretty outrageous. Outrageous.
It was
uncalled for, but I mean, this, especially with kids there. I get receipts. I've been asked for Freed from Desire for
So we're
Freed from desire. My defense is purified, freed from desire.
man.
Cucho's on fire. Your defense is terrified.
That's about to be a Nordeca chant now.
Oh, by far.
But so crew killed it off, right?
Yeah.
And
know. Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I clicked that again. Not gonna lie. That corner kick that Christian gave away, I was nervous. I was like, oh my Lord, not now.
Yeah,
not like this.
But one of the things, Patrick and that Nazi and Schulte have been, working on, all season is learn to when to boot it and when to play it, right? And I think we saw, down there in Cincinnati, right, back in May, Patrick was still learning. That would, instead of playing it, that was one he should have booted. But he was still, young, right, still learning. And the fact that some of the plays that he did and, killing off the time, because I'm not gonna lie though, when he was down for like the 5-6 minutes, I'm looking at the time. It's 74th minute, Bouanga scores, and I'm just like, it's ticking away, right? Next it's 80th minute, and I'm like, all right, so how much time is the fourth official gonna give? Then there's another yellow card and a small injury, right? And it's just like, oh my God, here we go. 85, 86, and I'm just like, I'm holding my chest, right? And then all of a sudden it's 89, and I'm like, I'm looking at that official trying to see that board, and then it's announced 7 minutes, and I'm like, this is about to be the longest 7 minutes ever of my life.
Longest stoppage time ever.
Man. And, it just was like, then, 6.5 minutes into, stoppage time, and it's like,
oh my God, we're about to do this. Holy shit.
Yeah, and like I'm sitting there, I'm literally holding the rail behind me because I could not sit. Right, so I'm standing, and all of a sudden I see 7 minutes, and I'm like, when's that whistle gonna blow? When's it gonna? And then as soon as he blew it, like I dropped to my knees. I'm out there on that balcony, but I dropped to my knees, like Columbus really just did this.
Jerald, you can't express fandom in the press box.
There was nobody around.
You can't express fandom in the press box. You get your credential revoked.
Listen, there was nobody around. Everybody was already starting to make their way back in.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But, it just was so shocking. Like, what just happened?
Yeah. We're champions.
I think one of the best things that came out of that the championship win is as impossible as an opinion.
Oh yeah. That's a TIFO for next year for sure. Somewhere down the line, I think it's going to be probably the home opener. That needs to be a TIFO.
It's a TIFO. It's a quote to live by. It's,
somebody get it tattooed on them already.
They're already people are already talking, and Bez even said it at the
yeah. You mentioned, now you bring up parade. Just touch on that parade for a couple minutes. That was a fun time.
20,000.
This club estimated. Let's not give out hard numbers. The club estimated 20,000 people.
Hey, estimated 20,000, right? That's almost as many people packed lower.
Mm-hmm.
You might as well just opened up the gates fully and told everybody pile in.
That would have been nice, man, to have the parade and then like everybody go inside and then the guys just walk through like the
The tunnel.
Huntington Field, the tunnel, and come out with the cup. That would have been nice.
We'll see where the parade, the float stop, the trailer. They would have came in the northeast corner.
Yeah,
and they could have walked. Yeah, they could have walked right out onto the field from there.
Yeah, it was where the away team comes in at.
Yeah.
Where should we add depth on the team? Oh man,
that's gonna be for another episode.
Get into the free agency. I mean, we can answer this. Probably we can answer this. I think we should
mid and center.
Yeah, I think midfield. But I think more so the wing back positions. I think that, and probably center backs.
Yep.
Probably center back. I think we have one. No. Can't remember how many center backs we have on the roster. I know Philip.
Well, you got Philip, you got Xavier Zenge that, Crew 2, that the Crew drafted last year in the Super Draft. Philip, you got you had Erlinson until he was released. You got Will Sands.
Will Sands wing back though, not center back.
You
got Yevon.
You got Yevon.
I think wing backs and center backs are where we should add depth at.
Because you're talking about
to kind of give Amundsen, Rudy, and Steven a break sometimes.
Yeah.
What a beautiful day. That was such an amazing day. Quinn is just that. Yes, I can agree, but I think I can probably also kind of disagree because the games that he did start, he played well in my opinion, at least.
I think Philip just needed another. I think Philip got thrown to the fire too quickly.
Yeah.
And he had to, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're talking about Degenik goes down, right? They couldn't get the set. They couldn't bring in Yevon when they wanted to.
Yeah,
because of the earthquake, right? So, Philip had to. He got thrown to the fire, right?
It's just like Schulte.
Yeah, but see, Schulte
got thrown to the fire.
Yeah, he did.
Philadelphia, the whole thing with the room, what happened, Schulte got thrown through the wolves.
Yeah.
At the beginning.
So,
but hey, look how it turned out for him.
Yeah, but at the same time though, with Philip though, there was, when people started coming back healthy, right?
Yeah.
He got pushed to the side.
Yeah.
And he got sent back down to Crew 2.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, it took them a little while for him to start, for him to play down in Crew 2, right? Because they always kept Philip up, just in case on the first team. But closer towards the end of the season, they let him start playing in Crew 2 more.
Yeah.
Gustavo's gone, so we didn't pick up his loan.
Gustavo.
I did too, man.
I liked Gustavo. He was cool.
Now here's the thing.
Good.
Here's the thing. Does Colorado let him go? Because if Colorado lets him go, I could see Columbus going to get him.
I don't think Columbus would go after him. That's just me, though. I don't know.
But he proved that he could play.
Yeah, he did. I think he did good.
He did when he wasn't injured, right?
Room, huh?
I don't know,
Frank. I don't understand. Gustavo, I think did good. So should get a senior national.
Not yet.
Call up next month. Even if he doesn't play, he should be in the camp around veteran MLS.
Not yet. He got called
Nah.
up to the U22 national.
Yeah, I don't think he's ready for the senior team. Only because one, he's not going to get any playing time behind Matt Turner or Ethan or not Ethan. Is it Ethan Horvath? No, I can't remember who the other one is.
I mean, you also got Dane St. Clair. Well, St. Clair's with Canada.
Yeah, he's Canadian.
But you also got Gaga.
Yeah, Sloanina. Camp Cupcake is in Jane. I'm glad you know he's. I have no idea.
So Camp Cupcake is the one where they called up a bunch of people to
MLS
do
national team. Okay.
To do the friendlies.
Turner Horvath. Yeah, that's who. Yeah, okay. So it was Ethan Horvath. Yeah, Drake Calendar.
Yeah, I
wouldn't say he's a bona fide national team keeper. Like he's not going to get caught up every window. Drake Calendar, but the first two, yes, for sure.
Yeah,
the first two, yes, for sure. But back to the parade really quick before we get more into this depth talk and roster stuff. The first victory parade ever for the city of Columbus
in any sport,
and it was just an absolute wonderful day. Granted, it was on a Tuesday, but dang, those parents that pulled kids out of school or told kids not to go to school should be given
an award.
MVP trophies. Golly.
I asked what the over-under was on how many kids skipped school that day.
Oh, I bet the over was set at least 75 kids. The line was set at 75, and it was probably over.
But I mean, it just was.
That was such a fun time.
So
I thought Josh was going to announce his retirement right there.
Yeah, I don't know when that will happen.
It has to be sometime soon.
Yeah, but
it has to be soon.
So touching on the parade, right? We now have 3 cups, right?
Yep.
Hear me out. 1 season only. 1 season only. Bring back the construction worker crest with the 3 stars on the helmets.
I saw that. I saw somebody do that already on like a t-shirt, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, supporter supply for the.
Is that what it was?
For the one and only black and gold?
No, it was something else I saw. I saw that the hats had the 3 guys had like 1 star on the hat. Yeah, I can't remember where that was. I can't remember where it was.
But the front office has a chance for 1 season only, right?
They're not going to do that.
To bring that crest back and put instead of the stars, the stars, on top of the crest, have it on the helmets.
They won't do that. They're not going to if they do a D brand, this whole fan base is going to explode in happiness because everybody still hates the current crest. I love the current crest because why? It's just a crest.
I'm starting to fall for it, right? I love that we can, we can stack the stars on top. So it's like building blocks, but hey, but tell me that wouldn't be cool though. For 1 season only.
No. I don't think so. I don't want it. That's just me. No, they don't change the crest again. If they change the crest again, everybody's going to be up in arms again. Only boomers hate the old crest. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know.
Steven's a clutch guy.
I don't know if you caught what he said to Bez.
Yeah.
When he was
it's through 2025.
And then he turned to Bez, he's like 2030?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I saw that. Yeah, no, I was there. Yeah, I heard that.
And he's one of the best capos too.
Yeah.
He got up there and did his own chant.
that whole day was just, it's so crazy because people say we weren't supposed to be here. We weren't supposed to be here. Right? We weren't even supposed to be there in 2020. Right? And in 5 years, the city has gotten 2 cups in 4 years, has built a new stadium,
Campeones Cup,
Campeones Cup, MLS Next Pro champions last year, MLS Next Pro finalists this year. It's
UPSL team is in the national finals
out in California. Yeah. So it's this club, this organization has built something special,
man.
And we're here for it.
I'm here for all the chaos.
We're here. We want all the smoke from MLS. We want all the smoke, damn it. Looking ahead now to the CONCACAF Champions Cup, formerly known as the CONCACAF Champions League. This is going to be a congested schedule.
So I have the theory. You have all these tournaments, right? That Columbus Columbus is playing in next year.
Mm-hmm.
CONCACAF Champions Cup, right?
Hey, Connor's right though. Winning the cup was a big middle finger to everyone.
It was, but if you start looking at CONCACAF, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the U.S. Open Cup,
mm-hmm.
Leagues Cup, right? Campeones Cup, MLS. That's 5 trophies in one season.
That could possibly be won by the Columbus Crew. Yep. Look, I'm here for 2 of the 5 trophies.
I am too.
I'm here. Which ones?
I want CONCACAF.
Okay, that's the one that I want too.
Because you win the Champions Cup, and you're going to the FIFA, Club World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
To show if that you belong. Your team is up there, right? But the Campeones Cup,
I don't care about that.
but that one, you know what I'm saying? To me, out of all the other ones, that sort of is I hate to say it, but the easiest one to win.
Oh yeah, because it's a one-off against the best team from Liga MX.
Yeah, it's only one game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we'll take it. We'll take that. We'll take 2 of those. Sure, why not?
But the other one is Open Cup. Besides MLS Cup.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can get behind I haven't won an Open Cup in 20 years. I'm down for an Open Cup.
You know what I'm saying? So if Columbus gets knocked out of Leagues Cup, so be it, right? There's so many other things to be a part of, but I want the CONCACAF because I don't think Columbus has ever won it.
No, only 3 MLS teams have won the CONCACAF Champions League.
Seattle,
DC, and the Galaxy.
Yeah.
DC and the Galaxy were back before
Portland won it too.
No, they did not.
Oh, they didn't? Okay.
Seattle was 2021. Or were they 22? They were 22, I think.
21.
Yeah, 21. DC and the Galaxy were way back in the day. Like MLS beginning days. Like I want to say 90s.
98.
97, 98, or 98, 99, one of the 2. Seattle was the first MLS team in 20 plus years to win the CONCACAF Champions League.
Yeah.
In 20, I think it's 21.
So 2001 would have been last time an MLS team won it.
It was man. Seattle are the only MLS team to have won the CONCACAF Champions League under its current branding since 2008, 2009.
Okay.
So in oh man. I don't even remember. But I know for a fact that DC have won it, and the Galaxy way before its current branding. So
give me CONCACAF because now
I
you're
would love
talking about you're going to Europe,
playing up against Madrid,
Man City, Newcastle.
City. Nah, not Newcastle. It would be
Napoli.
It'd be I can't remember what all the FIFA Club World Cup qualifications are, but like Napoli, City, Madrid,
Bayern.
You're going best clubs in Asia, and you're going up against powerhouse teams.
Yeah.
See if you can even compete with them. Seattle couldn't. They lost to who did they lose to? Can't remember who they lost to. Frank said, I want Open Cup and CONCACAF. God, sure. If we go to the Club World Cup in 2025, we're going to beat 12-0 by Man City. It's just going to happen. I think you mean we're beating Man City 12-0.
Yeah, they don't have Zach Steffen anymore.
There's no way that we beat Man City, dude. Pep Guardiola is a whole different breed. Next time we're going to go crazy.
It would be a great chess match, though, between those two.
Next time we're going to go crazy, though, with Euros in the morning, Copa in the afternoon, and MLS at night. Going to have to take an extended leave of absence at work. Look, if I could just sit and write for SEMA Sports for a living, which I already do, I would just do that. I will do whatever it takes to just make bank from SEMA Sports. Frank says, we host the Club World Cup in 25. Yes, the USA does host the Club World Cup in 25. Oceania winners, the Champions League winners, the AFC Champions League winners. Huh? Oceania Champions League winners. That's who it is. AFC Champions. Okay, yeah. That's what it is. I tweeted the Club World Cup format at you for 2025. Bet. I want CONCACAF and MLS.
It's a 32 team Club World Cup.
Yeah. I want CONCACAF and MLS Cup just because I want a fourth star, so we can rub it in Cincinnati's faces.
But then we would step above DC, right?
We'd be tied with DC.
DC
has 4, LA has 5. But for those who missed the draw yesterday, here is the official draw results for round 1. Columbus enter in the round of 16. They will face the winner of the Houston Dynamo St. Louis City matchup. We've already beat St. Louis City before in the Leagues Cup. Houston, we can take on Houston, I think. That was just probably a one-off when they beat us. You have Philadelphia versus Saprissa, Toluca versus Herediano, Club America, a team that Columbus beat single-handedly in the Leagues Cup, versus Esteli, Chivas de Guadalajara versus Forge, the New England Revolution versus can't remember who that is. I think it's Kai.
Yep.
Okay. Houston, St. Louis City, Tigres versus Vancouver,
Oh,
Orlando versus Cavalry, Monterrey versus Comunicaciones, Cincinnati versus Cavalier, and Nashville versus Mocha. For those who are wondering, it is possible for Columbus to meet FC Cincinnati in the CONCACAF Champions League. I believe it would be the quarterfinals if both teams were to make it that far.
yes.
Just by thinking of the bracket,
Man.
I think it'd be the quarterfinals that if both clubs were to make it, Columbus would play Cincinnati. Now, it is also important to note that every game is a 2-leg aggregate series up until the final. So away goals matter.
Yes.
Away goals matter.
Here's the funny thing, though, for Cincinnati, right? They have to go through Inter Miami because they're down there by Inter Miami.
No. Miami, I think, it's on the other side of the bracket. Are they on the right side of the bracket?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm pulling it up right now.
Are you positive? I thought they were on the left. No. You are right. There's yeah. Yes, you're all right. You're all right. I had to think about it for a second. Winners over the span of a few seasons. So Seattle qualified. Qualified for what?
The World Cup.
And then they lost. They've already played. They played in the. I'm pretty sure they've already played the Club World Cup. No.
So it would not be to face FC Cincinnati. It would have to go to the semis.
Semis, okay.
Because just looking at where Cincinnati is, they would play the winner of Monterrey Comunicaciones, right? Inter Miami would play the winner of Nashville versus Mocha.
Yeah.
So there's a chance for a rematch of League's Cup for there. And then the winner of, Cincinnati and let's say Monterrey, right? That's who would play the winner of Inter Miami and say Nashville or Mocha, right?
Yeah.
So that would be the quarterfinals, which with what looking at, where Columbus is, play the winner of Houston, St. Louis, no problem. I would love that one. But then you got Tigres and Vancouver, right? And Orlando City and Calgary. That one's going to be interesting to see Orlando go up to a Canadian winner. How are they going to be?
Actual bracket somewhere?
Yep. It's on MLS.
Here it is.
Yeah, so you can see it.
Yeah.
So
hang on. Let's do this. All right, so there we go. All right, so you have Columbus. Columbus faces winner of Houston and St. Louis. Tigres, Vancouver face Orlando Cavalry, and then a winner of that quarterfinal. So, bam. It'd be the semis. You're absolutely right. That Columbus and Cincinnati would meet in the semis. Man,
what would it be for a Hell is Real CONCACAF Champions Cup
at
match?
8 o'clock at night?
8 o'clock at night.
Look, CONCACAF gets weird at night, man. I'm telling you.
But to have a Hell is Real version,
that tops everything.
Yeah,
I think that tops the Eastern Conference Final.
The only thing that would top that is if Cincinnati moved out to the West and we played them for an MLS Cup.
Man, that would have to be some serious realignment for Cincinnati to move to the Western Conference. That'd be some serious realignment.
And I agree with Frank. We do need people to turn up
for
games, for CONCACAF, for Open Cup, for Leagues Cup.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I can't promise about Leagues Cup because if it's like what's happened with St. Louis,
oh dude, Jesus Christ,
leaving out the stadium at 1 o'clock in the morning was not a fun. It's not a fun night.
Don't remind me of that night. I think I had to get up and go to work the next day.
But how would that? It would be cool to play Tigres again, right?
We never played Tigres.
I could have swore we played Tigres in
2020.
Yes.
No.
No, 2021 for Campeones.
That was Cruz Azul.
Was it Cruz?
Yeah.
I thought it was Tigres.
No, it's Cruz Azul.
Oh, okay.
Nope. No, we never played Tigres. We played who did we play? I think it was it Esteli and then Monterrey, and we lost. We got beat by Monterrey, which sucked.
And that was in Campeones, or
that was CONCACAF Champions League in 2020.
Okay.
We played Cruz Azul in 2021 for the Campeones Cup. And the only other Mexican team that we've played is Club America. And we single-handedly beat them on the day that Lucas Celarayán left the club. What a heartbroken day. That sucked.
But that still was a good matchup, though, between
by far.
Club America and
dude, Club America fans go crazy.
Hey, for all you all out there with parlays, they helped me out on some of my parlays.
Club America fans go crazy. But that is the bracket for CONCACAF Champions League. For those who are wondering and those who missed the draw, Columbus does enter in the round of 16 and will host the first leg of our opponent between Houston and St. Louis. So, yeah. Last but not least, last segment of the show, or I guess second to last, I don't know. MLS adds new competition initiatives in 2024. And if I am correct about it, it is sent to my email. I just don't know. Can't remember what all it was.
So, I mean, it's pretty much everything. I have them right here.
Okay, thank you. Because I had to sign into my email. And I was like, I don't remember anything.
So it's everything you saw in MLS Next Pro. So the off the field treatment rule, when a player is down for longer than 15 seconds.
I don't know what that is. Can you enlighten me on it?
So Next Pro brought it in midway through the 2022 season.
This is your time to shine.
So they brought that in, for 2022 to where if a player goes down with an injury and he's down for longer than 15 seconds, the ref actually signals for the training staff to come on and tend to the trainer or tend to the injury. When it's safe for the player to, get up and be moved off the field, they actually have to take 2 minutes on the side and the team will play a man down. So they have to wait 2 minutes before they can come back into the game. The only time that does not take effect is if there is an injury resulting from a yellow or a red card, or it's a head injury. Right? Or no, it is with the head injury. Also, goalkeeper injuries and then also serious medical events or fouls resulting in yellow or red cards, right? So that's what that rule. The next one, which I think also sort of speeds up the game a little bit, is the substitution rule. So MLS Next Pro they brought this rule in to start the 2023 season off, and it's actually showed that time wasting, how teams like to kill off a game when they bring in the subs, they want to come from one side of the field to the next. So now this actually, you got 10 seconds to leave the field. You got 10 seconds to leave the field, right? So if you don't leave the field in that 10 seconds, you will have to, the player coming on has to sit out for an extra minute. So now you'll be forced to play a man down for 60 seconds. So it's instead of, it's just one of those to where wherever you're at on the field, exit the field in 10 seconds so the new player could come on. So if you're on the other opposite side of the field, exit on that sideline and walk around. Which Next Pro actually looked at all the stats, and out of 3,200 substitutions, out of all the substitutions, 3,200 substitutions were completed in 10 seconds or less last season. So 99.7% of the 3,200 substitutions were completed in 10 seconds or less. So pending, the next one is actually pretty cool. Pending approval from the IFAB board, VAR decisions will be announced by the referee to fans in the stadium and viewers at home.
Imagine Sergio Boyko coming on the mic after a red card challenge. After further review, Cincinnati's number 10 has been disqualified with a red card.
Oh, so that's pending approval from the board, right? Which is huge. Because I think the Premier does it.
Nah, the Prem doesn't do it.
There's somebody
it was an experiment. So
in the World Cup.
It was an experiment in the women's World Cup. Yeah.
And I loved it because the ref actually said, okay, well, after review, this, and this, right?
Yeah. What the Prem does is like they have an automated voice, is like VAR review.
Yeah.
That's it. But this is like the referee is going to announce it to the stadium, like referees do for NFL, like flags, and NHL referees do for penalties and whatnot.
Next one is stoppage time clock. Right. So scoreboards, video boards, and or stadium clocks will run until the completion of each half, including any additional time at the end of either the first or the second half. So instead of it, the clock stopping at 45 or 90, and then you not really knowing what, what minute you're in, it's just going to run constant. Till they can say, okay, 5 minutes of stoppage time, and it's going to run to, the 50th minute or the 95th minute. Let's see here. Return to play.
Was that it?
No. Return to play equity.
Oh, there. Yeah, that's the last one.
Opposing players that simultaneously incur head injuries requiring off-field treatment, who are subsequently cleared to return, will return to the game at the same time once both medical evaluations have been completed. So if both players go out for head injuries, the other one has to wait for the other one. So it's to even everything out, right? I mean, and then you get into the discovery slot reduction and the GAM for designated players, which that one's big now too. So following the transfer of a designated player who meets the TAM eligibility parameters, a club may now elect to receive a portion of transfer fees as GAM. Previously, any transfer or loan revenue from designated players could not be assigned as general allocation money, which is huge.
I don't know what that means.
So
But,
it's
okay, cool.
So it's one of those like you can now designate, like if you trade or loan your designated player. Right now, you could take that TAM money and designate some of it for your general allocation. So you have more to spend for your GAM. So it adds to your GAM funding.
Yeah. But that's it.
Hey, I was gonna say I do like what the Premier League is adding, the sin bins.
Hell no.
Hockey it
Hell
up.
no. Hell no. Hell no. That is the stupidest thing. The stupidest thing that the FA has ever done. If it is true. I hate that. That's so stupid. That's about as stupid as having blue cards in indoor soccer.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't want to get into that. It's stupid.
Okay. Yeah.
In orange cards in outdoor. Again, stupid. Don't want to get into it. It's stupid. No, I hate that. I hate that shit. I hate it with a passion. It's so dumb. Golly. It's so man. Stop trying to change stuff, man. Just let the guys have fun. Golly.
Take off
You
the
said what?
salary cap.
Please take it out. What do you say? One more yellow card, red card for the season? Look at that. Look at that. All right. Jerald. To round it to close this out.
All right. My yellow card would have to be some of these crossover fans.
By the way, Frank, no. There would not be a language barrier. He speaks English.
Yeah, he speaks good English. But some of these crossover fans that, here in Columbus, right?
What do you mean?
So the ones that actually root for the Jackets, there was a fan on Twitter that was bashing Johnny Gaudreau.
I saw that shit.
For announcing about him having, they're about to have another kid. And then at the end of it, you want to say, go Crew. Like, how are you going to be? And then you also put CBJ in there. How are you going to be a fan, right? I could tolerate it because, fans are going to be fans, right? And Jacket fans are going to be Jacket fans.
Is there a way to put Connor in timeout?
But that's I can't stand it, but I can tolerate it, right? Because fans are going to be fans, right?
Yeah.
What I don't like, and everybody, I think all Crew fans can agree with me too, is I wish he would, would disappear off the face of the earth, is Anthony Precourt.
The fuck does he have to do with anything? What the fuck?
So,
the hell?
I opened up my Twitter
random
today.
as the red card. Okay.
Hold on. I opened up my Twitter today, and the first thing on Twitter said Anthony Precourt with the blue check mark.
Does he have blue? I thought he had green.
Yeah.
I thought it was a green check mark that he had. Doesn't even matter, first of all.
It doesn't matter about the check mark, but he put, I think it had the eyes on it, and it had the Austin sign with the green
smoke. Yeah. That's their little thing about them making a signing.
But you don't come on Twitter at all, and all of a sudden, as soon as Columbus wins, it's like, okay, I could come out now. And I was doing some research, for my article I'm writing for the recap, right? And in 2020,
You still didn't get that recap done?
Listen, I'm actually at the end of it. Cut me some slack, okay? I had to die down off of the adrenaline. But Anthony Precourt said that crew fans should be thanking him because he helped save the crew.
Wait, hold on. There's no way he said that. There's no fucking way he said that. There's no way. No way. You're lying right now. There's no way. There's no way he said that. Where did he say that at?
Let me find.
There's no way he said that.
Let me find the article.
You said Precourt said that?
Let's see here.
There's no way. There's no...
I'm gonna find the article and I'm gonna post it. It said 2020.
Oh, in 2020?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant...
No, not now. But he's, after the fact.
But still, there's no way he said that.
Yes.
Please prove me wrong.
I'm gonna find it. Let's see.
Oh my days. Oh my God. Breaking.
So I
found it. Tweeting it at you both. Oh my God. Please. Please. No fucking way. There's no fucking way he said this.
Mm-hmm.
Please. Please, 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 please.
Let's see here. Where did it go?
On what went wrong in Columbus? No thanks. Apparently the last straw for Precourt in Columbus was getting 40% less than expected on a jersey deal. In Austin, on the other hand, the money appears to be flowing. It's for subscribers only. I'm not subscribing to Columbus Business First. I'm sorry.
Did you find it?
Yeah. It got tweeted at us. But it's for subscribers only. I'm not subscribing to Columbus Business First. But
yeah, he said he helped save the crew and all that.
Oh,
so that's my red card.
Fuck off, Anthony. Piss the fuck off. Honestly, piss off. I hope Austin comes to Columbus next year. I promise you. I hope Austin comes to Columbus next year. Because
thank you, Frank, for finding that.
I would buy. It's actually I had no idea that it's actually Bailey Major. Frank Underwood is Bailey Major. I didn't know that.
Well, hey,
why don't you use your real name? I hope Austin comes to Columbus next year. I will pay $4 to this Columbus Business First, and I will talk to Tifo Sweat or Nordeca and take that quote as a Tifo and make another Tifo with a big old middle finger. I promise you. I promise you.
Hey, but thank you for finding that article, because I knew I knew I saw it when I was doing my research, for my article recap. But
Anthony Precourt says he saved the crew. Oh, that's piss. That's taking the piss out of everything, man. Get out of here.
So that's my red card. Is Anthony Precourt.
All right. I know what she means by this. This is absolutely hilarious.
At the pub?
No,
Okay.
Nope. It's at her job.
Okay.
It's the most hilarious thing I've ever heard in my life. Oh my God. Oh, dude, I think that just takes the fucking red card. Golly. I cannot believe that.
Hey, remember he helped save the crew.
Fuck off, man. Fuck out of here. He does Precourt Sports Ventures doesn't even own Austin anymore. It's another stupid thing.
TOV.
Yeah,
But he's the CEO of TOV.
Well, he can TOV. Never mind. Let me not say that. All right, so that just takes the red card. Connor says MLS won't ever give us Austin at home. They refuse to admit there's a rivalry and genuine hatred between Austin and Columbus fans. There is genuine hatred. Which is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
Before you talk about
my yellow card,
about your yellow card and all that. So under that smoking Austin, right? I was going through the context.
Jesus
comments.
Christ.
Somebody said, this is adorable. Isn't this lovey-dovey phase great? How long until you give up on the Austin market and want to move them somewhere else? At Anthony Precourt.
An Austin fan said that?
Yes.
Look, we tried to tell them. We honestly tried to tell them.
But they're getting trolled by crew fans on there with posted pictures of the trophy and celebration.
We tried to tell them. We honestly tried to tell them. They didn't want to listen because they were, getting all hype about smoke and mirrors, or whatever the saying is. Is smoke and mirrors? Yeah.
Yep.
We tried to tell them, and I think it's going to, if that organization fails somewhere down the line and we're still winning championships, crew fans are going to look at Austin fans and have the right to go, I told you so.
So here's another Austin fan says, got to start another franchise and sell this one. We need the crew effect. Might as well sign me. I'm better. So somebody
nah, man.
Somebody called Austin a rushed franchise.
It was.
Yep.
It was. It wholeheartedly was a rush franchise.
Somebody said even Austin fans hate you now. Oof.
Ugh. Ugh.
But that's what I opened up my Twitter to, and I see Austin with the smoking at Precourt, and it's just like, why did you have to come on my timeline?
The fucker also, like, during the whole thing, locked his Twitter account to where you had to be approved to follow him. I got denied because I tried to follow him one day just see what the fuck he was posting. I got denied. And then he unlocks it like 2 years ago. It's like, Jesus Christ, you stupid sack of shit. Okay. All right. Oh man, this is hard.
No more Apex.
It's not even that. It's not even that. Not even that. I'd say my yellow card would have to be my team on EAFC. I know last time it was a red card, but things have improved.
Okay.
Things have gotten better. So we're making moves. We're, putting the right pieces to the puzzle, So we're getting there. Still got to clean up the defending a little bit, but the goal scoring is there. We're fine. So yeah, that's my yellow card. My red card.
Students not showing up.
No. No, not that. I think my red You know what? My red card would have to be my schedule. I've been burning myself out a lot these last few weeks.
We both have.
Yeah. So I think my red card is just my schedule. I think it's time to just take a weekend of myself and just do absolutely jack shit. Doing absolutely nothing. What? Oh man. I don't know about career mode, but honestly, unless you're ready for all the smoke in Ultimate Team, yeah, man. Don't dive into the toxicity of Ultimate Team. People want all the smoke, and I mean all the smoke. It's absolutely insane. It's toxic as hell, but hey, I love it.
You ready to start go finding people's houses and knock on their door?
Oh man, I'm playing so much football. I really want to get back into that. Football Manager. I really want to get back into that. So, excuse me. My friend,
Man,
come to an end. Come to an end. What a season.
I mean, just look where the show has come from. Last year we did one game on the road. This year we went to 4. We went to 3 on the road.
Philly,
Cincinnati, Chicago. So we went to 4 if you include
4.
Cincy. Yeah.
We did Cincy twice. Chicago, Philadelphia. Philadelphia was cold, dude.
But it was fun.
It was, but man,
I mean,
sleeping at the rest stops in the fucking cold was just mental.
It
man,
was.
If that happens again, remind me to bring a fucking blanket.
Listen, I grabbed the jacket and turned around to use it. But
next time we're taking blankets.
But man,
and
like
pillows.
Driving around a block just to find a good cheesesteak.
4 times.
But have to see one and have to hurry up and play, speed real quick. Like, hold on, that's mine.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't fit right there. So I mean, it was fun going out to Philly. Chicago was a blast, except for the traffic.
Traffic really wasn't that bad.
Going into the city, it was.
Oh yeah. Going in was shit.
Then so I mean and then Cincinnati, that was a blast.
Which one?
The last time.
Okay, I was gonna say the first time was.
First time I don't even think we talked on the way home. I think it was you were writing your recap and.
Oh yeah,
we didn't talk. I don't know. I don't even remember if we put on the game or music or anything. Like I think it was just silence.
Let's just get home, man.
Yeah, but
get home. Cincinnati has the right to talk now, but
the second time, hell, we almost got into the fight with the valet guy. But
bro, that motherfucker.
But I mean, it is what it is there. But next season is going to be big for the show.
Mm-hmm.
As we now actually have the schedule in a decent time, we could start planning things.
Yeah. I know of 4 that I'm going to, for sure.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, Chicago, Charlotte, Atlanta.
Yeah. We have to go return the favor to the Scarves and Stripes.
Yeah.
Hell, I would love to go down to Inter Miami, but
that'd be a mess.
Yeah.
That would be a mess.
I got a place that we could probably stay the night in Gainesville, but
chomp chomp.
No road game in Mexico.
No, mainly because I don't have my passport.
I don't have one either, but
Yeah.
Can we sit at the border and just?
But other than that, Jerald, my friend, it's been one hell of a year.
It has, and to see Darlington and Aiden the way that they were talking shit about themselves today.
Oh, on the Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, you can only be that petty when you're winning championships.
For sure. Other than that, hell of a year. Next, I think it's next
Tuesday is the Super Draft.
The 19th.
Yeah.
Wednesday. You don't work Wednesdays, right?
Nope.
Next Wednesday, 2024 MLS schedule drops.
Oh my God! Yes, on my day off.
We will be back live, going over the schedule, looking at key matchups, both home and away, and yeah. So
and look out for merchandise. Look out for see if we change up some stuff with the logo.
We will definitely, and yeah, it'll be fun. I think I have the keeper play for Cleveland SC.
Oh,
I have no idea. Who
I can't remember his name, but you watched him with the NPSL. Columbus.
I remember calling a game against Cleveland. Yeah, but that guy. That guy. I don't see us going after another keeper.
Maybe to put him down in Crew 2.
Probably, yeah.
Because we don't have Brady Scott anymore.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. We don't have Brady. But
real, though.
we will definitely talk more roster stuff next Wednesday. For sure. So come back next Wednesday. Same time, same bat channel. MLS schedule, roster stuff, all that fun stuff.
Hey, Bez did say he was close to a signing.
Yes. Hopefully it's done. We'll talk about it next Wednesday. I'm not tired, but I burnt. Other than that, we love y'all. Thank you so much for sticking with us all season long. Excuse me. Yes, new stuff coming to the logo, new merchandise coming, possibly. And we might actually start our own little Substack. I don't know, maybe, possibly. Other than that, we love you guys. Thank you guys so much for rocking with us all year. Next year, more video podcasts for sure. More social media stuff, more interaction with you guys. And who knows, we might do a live episode or two at a tailgate, possibly somewhere. We don't know yet. We got time to think about it.
Yep.
So, Jerald, my friend, it's been a real one. We are champions of MLS, and it's been one hell of a year, man.
Compete and enjoy.
One hell of a year. Ty Fisher alongside Jerald Lucas. This is the Wise Men Say podcast powered by Yama Media. Jerald, my friend, as tradition goes, Wise Men Say.
Only fools rush in.
Peace, love, and happiness across the board. You MLS Cup champions, we love you.
Stay wise.